Yeah.
And we're going to be able to get so fundamental. What's up, bro?
I just want to thank you, man. I finally got my payout.
Hey, let's go. Hey, mama. Hey, my dog. Hey, my dog. Now,
Thank
Congratulations,
you.
man.
you
Congratulations.
got to pay my dog.
It was a
Congratulations.
long road, bro.
Congratulations.
How does
Hey,
it
Thank
feel?
you.
hey.
It
How
feels
does it
great,
feel?
man. Fantastic. I just want to tell anybody that has been on a journey, don't give up, man. Do not give up on yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's a process, boy.
I
I
understand.
didn't
I
know.
understand. You're going to speak in emotion, but these people don't want emotion. They
Okay.
don't care. Let me tell you right now, turn your cameras on everybody who in here so that Drake can talk to actual people. Let me tell you, Drake, the sad thing about it is they care and they are happy, but they don't care about that part. Like it's gonna work out, just stay on your journey. You know why? There, look at Alex's face. Look, am I lying, y'all? Am I lying? I'm not lying. Look at Tysha's.
What
What
you
they
need to
want to
know,
know
bro?
is this.
That's encouraging, bro. That encourages me.
It's
I
encouraging.
got a payout, but
I'm gonna start you off with a few questions.
Go ahead.
And I want you to answer these questions as succinctly and quickly as possible. All right.
Let's go.
First, what is your name?
Andre Payton,
Where are you from?
Philadelphia, PA, but now here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Good, good. Before being a trader, what was your profession?
uh, I worked at a furniture store from high school for like 20 years, and I left there and I started my own business. I was a carpet cleaner and I had a janitorial service. So I worked for
Wonderful,
myself for about 20 years.
wonderful, wonderful. When did you start trading in this community? How long
It
ago?
was 20, 22, 23 in that
Okay.
area.
May I ask, when was your first time ever passing a combine?
Ooh, early on, and like I would say the first 2 or 3 months, I passed the
Mm,
combine.
okay. First 2 or 3 months pass a combine. Fast forward maybe 16, 18 months, get a payout. There is a lot of education between those 18 months that I'm sure you can testify to.
For
I
sure.
want you to give me your top two nuggets that got you from passing combines to getting payouts. What are the top two?
Honestly, listening to what you said and coming to the market with a plan, number one, having a daily profit target and having a daily loss limit and really sticking to those.
Mm. Okay,
When I
so
hit
when you
one, I get up.
having a
Hmm.
plan is that you got to have a plan. Let
For
me ask,
sure.
how hard is it, or what did you do? Because this is the one. Everybody likes hitting their profit target. What did you do when you hit your loss limit that got you to get up or turn the computer off? What did you do? How did you make it so that getting up as a loser was okay? Because I'm sure that you had to do it a couple days.
Yeah, and it's a funny thing because had I not done that, I wouldn't have got there.
I agree.
And I had a day where I lost. And what I said to myself, I put a note on the desk where I trade at that said, get up, honor your word to yourself, get up.
Mm,
And
mm.
I needed to start being sincere to myself. You know what
Yes,
I'm
yes, yes.
saying? So yeah, that was it. Like really, no matter what, stop it. Just
Mm.
stop it. Because the next time I hit the charts, it was different. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're dealing with that thought of loss, you got to do something to change your mindset because you will immediately go into tilt and start doing dumb stuff, trying to
Mm.
get it
So for
back.
you, it was a reminder of your word to yourself being in front of you visually.
Correct.
Okay, so
Correct.
let's just say you get up. You get up, you're done, and you've had a losing day. Okay. Dre, let me show you how important what you're doing. Everybody, unmute your mic and answer me this question. In your combine or in your PA, is the first day you have a losing trade typically the day when you blow the account? Yes or no?
Yep.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
I have found this, Dre, in my life to be true of my community. The first day they take a loss is the day that they blow it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've now decided, okay, I'm gonna get up. I put my word before me. I put a reminder in front of me. I put this in front of me. Okay. I put it, hey, it's in front of me now. This is the thing now. You get up and you are going throughout your day. I'm sure your cell phone beeps. Somebody from a study group says, oh, did you see what the market is doing right now? The news is on. What do you do to stay away from the chart? Now that you've walked away, what do you do to say, I'm not going back? No, no, no. I'm not going back at all.
I get busy. I busy myself with something like projects and stuff like that. I try to just wipe it out of my mind and
Mm.
just do normal everyday stuff. Like really just get away from it because first off, what I want to say, Jay, is I had to reconcile that it wasn't the market doing it to me. You know, when we lose, we tend to think, damn, this market is doing this. This market, it's not the market, it's us. It's
Oh,
whatever, it's
say it
what
one
it
more
is.
time, brother. Say it again for the people in the
It's
back.
not the
Here we
market
go.
doing it to you, it's you doing it to you.
Oh,
For whatever the
say it a
reason.
third time, brother. One more time for the person who they just got back to their laptop and they see it, we talking. Say it one more time, bro.
It's not the market robbing us. We're robbing ourselves. We're sabotaging and undermining ourselves. Whether it be we're in a rush or we're whatever the reason, we cannot force the market to do what we want it to do. What we can do is when the market presents an opportunity to make money, make the money. When it doesn't, don't participate.
Right, right. Let me ask you this question. So you busy yourself, you get yourself. In the back of your mind, when you approach the next trading day, there is this little voice. I don't know if anybody's ever heard this little voice. You know, you lost yesterday. You're messing up. You can't really trust what you're saying. You can't really, you don't really know how to do. In fact, you really just been lucky this whole time. Anybody ever heard that voice after a losing day when they
Yes,
look
I'm
at
sir.
the
sick of
market
that
Wednesday?
voice.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna tell you, I've been trading for years. I won't tell you my age. I've been trading so long, I still hear it. I heard it this morning when I came to the market. So, what do you do, Dre, to fight that voice? That's talking that smack about your skill, ability, and the outcome. That's creating anxiety, creating fear, creating doubt in oneself. What do you do to that voice?
I have affirmations that I repeat daily.
If you don't
I
mind
mean,
sharing one of them with us, and I know affirmations can be personal, do you mind sharing one with us just as an idea?
I'll share the whole thing with you.
Okay. Oh,
Um,
go ahead. Talk to me.
I'm a great trader.
Mm.
I'm a patient trader. I'm a consistent, successful, and profitable trader. Right? I grow in skill every day. I practice diligently and consistently every day. Even when I don't feel like it. I see my trade setups and I take them without hesitation. I make wise moves in the market. Every experience in the market is a learning experience. I don't chase trades, trades come to me. I don't chase money, money comes to me. I am more than enough. I will make $10,000 a month minimum. I am a consistent, successful, profitable trader.
Mm. Y'all do me a favor. Just praise him up. Praise up Dre Payton.
Yes,
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 sir.
Praise him up.
Congrats, brother. Congrats.
Yes,
Peace
Dre.
and love,
So
Dre.
Oh,
if we
man.
were talking now, since 2, 3 months after you got in the community, you had the technical skill to be a successful trader. But I think what I'm hearing, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that the growth from being a trader that can get into a combine or pass a combine to being the trader that can be consistent enough to get a payout is not a technical or skill-based journey.
No,
It feels like to me it was more emotional, psychological, and a journey of responsibility, and maturity. If you could for a moment, speak to the effects this journey of growth has had in your life off the charts.
Huge. I'll start by saying in 2015, hold up.
It's all good, big dog. It's all good. Y'all praise him up in the chat right there.
In
It's all good.
2015, I lost my house.
Mm.
I had to move out of my house. My wife, we moved into a 3-bedroom apartment. And I didn't know what I was going to do, man. I didn't know what I was going to do. And it was weird. I was just searching and searching and searching. And I came across, you came across my feed. And I'm like, who is this dude? Like, let me check him out. And I started looking into you. I started watching your YouTube stuff and just watching your stuff, man. And it was weird. You was laying in the bed talking and talking about the people, your people, and turning people into ATMs and your people in your community. And I was like, this brother is different. Let me just check him out because I'm not somebody to just jump on. But you was very authentic, man. And it was like you was speaking directly to me. So I started to follow, you know, and then I was listening to testimonials. I saw Sam Strong on there. I saw Spicy, uh, and all other members, and I couldn't help but think, man, these are real people. Like these people doing something I want to do. If they can do it, why can't I? Now, mind you, Jay, I'm from a hardworking background. I come from a poor family, and I'm trying to be the first one to break through, man. But when I saw you, it's like God spoke to me. It's like, this is it. This is it. So I started to follow, and then I started getting your course material. I started coming in the trade room. I started participating, just talking. And I didn't know the first thing about trading, not the first thing. Like, but I was willing to take the bull by the horns and experience this life cycle of a trader.
Hmm.
Now that I've got to that payout, this is the thing, y'all. Like when you see it hit your account, something switches inside. Like, okay, now let's rinse and repeat. Now what I want to do is make sure I do everything I did to get here the same way. And the biggest thing you used to say to me is slow down. Slow is the fastest way to get there. I was in such a rush and trying to solve everything and get it quick and hit the big one and all of that nonsense. And it just had me on a perpetual merry-go-round, just chasing my tail, chasing my tail. I would do really well. I would have big days, but the downside of it is you can have them bad days too. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
What I felt was just pick a number and stick to that. Stick to it consistently. I started doing the math. I'm like, well, damn, if I get 10 of these, because I've had 10 and blown them. Well, I'm like, I can get them back. If I get 10 of these and I do, I don't know, 250, 300 a day in each one of them, now I'm minimizing the risk because I'm not trying to do it all in one account. It's not all on the line. And that's my goal is to just stack them up and do it that way because it's a lot less stress, it's a lot less pressure, it's a lot less risk. And you'll get there. Everybody just got to slow down and figure out what do I need to do every day, you know what I'm saying, to get in here and not be on that up and down, win loss type of deal. But anyway, I say all that to say, Jay, I wanted to finish by saying, God put me in that 3-bedroom apartment to do an evaluation on myself. And you gave me the confidence, man. When I started doing this, I went from a 3-bedroom apartment to a 6-bedroom house. And I took all the stocks that I was investing in, I sold them. We grind, my wife and I, we grind, got that stuff behind us. And man, God made our dreams come true. But I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have wanted to take the risk of home ownership again after experiencing what I experienced. But you gave me the confidence that I could make money, I could earn, I'm gonna be all right. And I believed that. I believed in it. You know what I'm saying? And I just kept after it, kept after it. I was in these charts all the time. And then I realized like it's not the technical part that I'm missing.
No, no.
It's the discipline and the commitment to myself and honor to myself to be willing to take a stop.
Yes.
What I learned was the stop saved me. It saved my accounts. It gave me the ability to keep trading. I'm not going to be too much more long with it, but thank you, brother. Thank you,
No,
man.
man. Shoot, what you talking about? You grooving. You grooving. Y'all do me a favor, man. Y'all praise up Dre one more time. Dre, thank you very much for sharing.
Thank y'all,
Thank you,
man.
Dre.
I think it's
Praise,
beautiful
praise
what you're
y'all.
talking about.
Thank you, Dre.
I think it's beautiful what you're talking about.
All right, Dre. All right.
The story that you share is we would think that it's a very unique story, Dre. You would think that, but it's not a unique story for traders. Of course, everyone has a different hurdle, a different man in the mirror that they have to box against and battle against. But it's a story that so many people can resonate with. I'm not sure if you saw the chat or if you were looking at the chat, but before you look back at the charts, I would say you should look at the chat. So many people benefited from what you just said and for what you just shared, because they're probably experiencing the same thing right now. Knowing that they have the talent, knowing that they have the skill, knowing that they have the information, yet frustrated because they don't have the outcome. And I want you to hear what Dre is saying underneath. Not that I have to be his parrot or echo what he says so powerfully, but man, the education was quick. The self-growth, the self-development, the discipline, the responsibility, the maturity. These were choices he had to make to put away things like vengeance, to put away things like FOMO, to put away things like greed, to put away things like pride, to put away things like fear, to put away things like self-doubt. He had to do the actual emotional, psychological work to put that stuff away. Also, that he can become not a better trader or a better winner, but a better loser, so that he can lose properly, so that he can win the way he know he's supposed to. And now, I love what he said. I'm gonna start stealing it. Okay, Dre? So I'm gonna give you credit the first 3 times. After that, I'm gonna say I made it up. I'm gonna give you credit 3 times. Then I'm gonna say I read it somewhere. By the 5th time, I made it up. All right. He said, now once it hit your account, now you know all it is rinse and repeat. I love that. I love that. Rinse and repeat. Once it hit that account, you are a trader. You could